We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs.
The final time in the regular season. It's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. On the run, here's Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
In what otherwise was a pretty down year for the Jets offensively, Breece Hall was one of the big bright spots. I mean, especially in the passing game. His 76 catches for the second year back, that led all NFL running backs.
They put Wilson in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A give. Here's Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is good, and the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. In motion comes Beckham. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Miami. Hill brought in motion. Tua will give it to Achane. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Hill brought in motion. He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On the carry, here's Achane. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. From the gun, here's Tua. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On the return is Corley. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers taking a shot downfield for Adams.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tua. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Malachi Corley deep to receive it. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The home team's offense, and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
He'll run. This is Hall. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll take off again. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's Tagovailoa. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going up top again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd and a yard. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. And now it's 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by Lazard. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Look wide, get this one complete, and the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team. and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on third down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On the option, here's Hall. Hall, a first down and more. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Snap, Tua. He's going to keep it himself. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 2nd down, Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Once again, it's Achane. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7. It's Fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. To the 20. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. It is 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Rodgers going up top again. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. 4th down. Rodgers. That's going to be caught. He is in. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Hill brought in motion. He'll get this out wide. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ball game. A play fake. Now 2 and a throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.